Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. I'm not holding it in anymore. I'm gonna shout it out loud. I understand now what I'm here for and what this life is about. What this life is about. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors to let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Here we go. It's about love, it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love, it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love, it's about service, it's about lending a hand. It's about love and it's about laughter, it's about comfort and smiles. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about hearts open wide. It's about love and it's about passion, it's about taking a chance. It's about love and it's about service, it's about lending a hand. Lending a hand. Woo! Here we go. Swing wide the doors, the time is right. Swing wide the doors and let in the light. Bring in the dawn for humankind. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine. Swing wide the doors of this heart of mine.
Hello and welcome. I'm standing in our newly renovated spiritual center. And isn't this sign amazing? It says it all. Unity Comox Valley, a positive path for spiritual living. Welcome home. Thank you for being part of this spiritual community this morning. Your participation in and your just your connection with our spiritual community is very, very important. So thank you. Unity Comox Valley is a loving, caring community coming together for spiritual growth and renewal. We actively and consciously serve others by radiating God's love and joy in our daily lives. We know that when we come together, whether it's in person or in consciousness, that we are making a commitment to having a positive impact on the world. Let's come together now in the consciousness of that one love and that one presence. Please join me in prayer. You'll just take a deep breath. Make sure that you're comfortable in your seat. Perhaps close your eyes if that's also comfortable for you. Anything that you can do to bring you into that point of stillness, the center point of the circle. We know that as we come together in this still point, that it is the place where everything is revealed, where we can align ourselves with source energy, divine mind, God, spirit, where the answer to every question lies. In our state of oneness, we know that we can access at any time, under any circumstances, peace, harmony, strength, faith, joy. And aren't we grateful for that? And so as we go through our week and meet the circumstances that arise, we never forget about this still point within us. We can access and align ourselves with and be an expression of. What a great gift this is, not only to ourselves, but to everyone around us. So in this state of gratitude, we say thank you and amen. I trust you will find something in our celebration service that uplifts and supports you. It could be part of the talk, it could be a song, it could be one of the prayers, something that will nourish your soul, so that when you are finished with being with us together in this service, that you will be able to go out and meet your world more confidently, more faith-filled, and stronger. Let's sing, I Am the Thinker.
Changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. And if you ask me who am I am wisdom. I am more than meets the eye. I cannot be defined. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought. I have the power to change my life. I am the thinker who thinks the thought that changes things that shape my life. My life. I am the
We're starting a new series this Sunday, Dare to be the Light of the World. As I was preparing for this talk, I started to type, this is a theme that we're going to be working with over the next few weeks. And then I stopped and I thought, work? Like, who wants to work? So let me rephrase this. This is the theme that we will be exploring over the next few weeks. Dare to be the light of the world. I love the word explore because, it encompasses a few things, right? It brings to mind curiosity, openness, meeting the unknown, and saying, yes, sometimes there is some effort, there is some work, and also discovering new things. So here we are, ready to embark on this journey of exploration. We're going to be talking about our 12 powers. Other spiritual leaders have called them 12 faculties or the 12 lights or 12 blessings. So you may hear me refer to them as any of these words. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, called them our 12 powers. And that's the term that we most often use, of course, in Unity. When he first heard people talking about this idea of these 12 faculties of mind or divine powers, so we're talking about the early 1900s, he made a decision and made a commitment that he was going to explore these ideas deeply. He wanted to know what they were, how to use them, what were their qualities, and he spent years in contemplation and meditation until he developed the ideas that we are sharing now today. One reference Charles Fillmore made was to Jesus and the disciples. He felt that there was a divine power associated with each one of those disciples. The same way that Jesus called his disciples to him, we can also call these powers to us. As we embark on this journey, dare to be the light of the world, we'll be looking at a different power every week. So first, what is the power? And then secondly, how can we be that power in the world today? Not someday, not in a theoretical sense, but how can we activate and express and be this light, this power in the world right now? Today's talk is about setting the foundation for these coming weeks. So as I started to think about how to do this, for some strange reason, the idea of swimming came to mind. Once we jump in the water, we have many strokes to choose from. Some we've used before, some we're just learning, some we've never tried before, perhaps. Some are easier for us, and some we tend to avoid. But in the water is not where we start learning how to swim. We start on shore, on solid ground. We learn about the fundamentals of swimming before we even enter the water. So that's what we're doing today, starting with the fundamentals, starting with the foundation. I love using the word light for a number of reasons. Let's look at some of the properties of light. Light is powerful. It causes things to grow. It's a conduit of life. Life is passive. It doesn't force its way. When we open the door to a dark room, the light just flows in. The dark disappears. There's no struggle. There's no fight. Light comes from a source. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Light moves easily and smoothly. With no fanfare, no announcement, light has no motive. Light does not wait for the right opportunity or the right circumstances. It just is. And people can accept it, invite it in, they can ignore it, they can push it away, do whatever they like with it. So these 12 faculties that we're going to be looking at are tools. And before we actively use a tool, it's a good idea to learn something about it, isn't it? I remember the first time my 3-year-old son picked up a hammer, it's whack, right in the head, and off to the hospital for stitches. The first set of stitches. So we want to know we want to learn more about these tools, like where do they come from? What are their properties? How do we get them? How do we use them? How do we make sure we always have them available to us? Well, the answer to all those questions lies in our first two unity principles. The first principle, one presence, one power, everywhere present, and all good. We have many names for this one presence: God, Spirit, Divine Source, Principle, Divine Energy, First Cause. By whatever name we use, this is where everything starts, and it is all good. This brings us to our second principle. Who are we? If this is what created us, can our divine nature be anything but all good? If you squeeze an orange, what comes out? Orange juice. Can tomato juice come out? Can peanut butter come out? No. We are made in the image and the likeness of this source. This is our divine blueprint. It is our spiritual DNA. There is nothing lacking, nothing missing. Everything we spiritually need is here. And that includes the 12 powers, fully and completely within us. Unity author and minister Eric Butterworth said this: God is not in us like a raisin in a bun. Because we can separate a raisin out of a bun, can't we? So since he started the analogy about the bun, got me to thinking, so what would it be like? What would God be like, or spirit or source be like? Well, it's like the flour in a bun. Once it's created, it cannot be taken apart. It cannot be separated from itself. And this is the truth for us, that we cannot be separate or apart from divine source, from God, from spirit. We come fully loaded with every spiritual ability, which means that there is no need to seek out our divine powers from anywhere else. There is no need to ask for them, or certainly no need to earn them. We can't use them up. We are drawing from an infinite source. So can you see how the statement, I've run out of faith, or I have no faith, cannot be true? We may have the human experience that our faith is gone, but in truth, these spiritual gifts can never run out. They can never be depleted. So since we know we have them and we can never use them up, how do we use them? Well, the first step is to recognize and activate them. The second step is to develop and direct them. So let's start with recognize and activate. I like to use the example of Jesus calling his disciples. He was walking around and saw certain people and recognized them and said, hey, come here, come with me. And we can do the same. As you learn about a different power in the coming weeks, you will be able to recognize that in you. And you can call them to you. You can activate them. You can wake them up. Until you do this, they are lying in potential. The second step is to develop and direct. So again, let's look at Jesus and the disciples. Each of the disciples was having a human experience. They were not perfect expressions of the power that is associated with them. They were also having a human experience. They were not perfect. They had their ups and downs. But by hanging out with Jesus, they saw that they were capable of much more. They were called higher. So, in these stories, Jesus represents our Christ nature, our higher spiritual nature, the place where God and human meet together. So that is what calls the disciples together, what calls the powers together. Not our small human thinking, but our higher thinking, our Christ nature, our Christ power. And these 12 faculties, these 12 gifts are always working under the direction of our higher knowing. So we all have faith, for example. But are we paying attention to where we place our faith? Where we are directing it? What do we have faith in? In the news, in the ups and downs of the economy, in lack or limitation? Where are we placing our faith? How are we directing it? I like to think about faith as being like a flashlight that's on all the time. So where are we pointing our faith? We can point it to anything, but are we choosing to point it towards something that is beneficial, to be shining more light on, to be giving more life to? The purpose of exploring these 12 powers is it so that we can express them fully and mindfully, right? And allow them to, like light, shine more brightly in our world.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. go deeper into my cup.
Let us join together in this field of meditation and contemplation. Sitting comfortably, body relaxed. Take a few deep breaths with me, letting go of any cares and concerns, allowing yourself to be here in this moment. No need for anything to be different than it is right now. Allow this field of stillness and spaciousness to be here, to simply be here. Pause. We experience spirit all around us in the form of our whole natural world and everything we see. Each of us and every living creature emerged naturally from and as spirit. We remember that we are one with divine mind, one with source, one with all. Please repeat these affirmations, not to make them come true, but because they are true. Say each one to yourself, silently or out loud, and hold in the silence. I am faith. I am strength. I am wisdom. Divinity is visible in all human beings and in all we do. Visible in our creativity and beautiful artistic expression. Visible in all we see and think and do, in our families, in our relationships, in every act of kindness. There is vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through us into action. All we can do is pay attention when life, when the powers speak to us, and be willing to heed their call. We can open ourselves and feel and breathe as we heed the voice of the divine. Please repeat these affirmations and hold each one in the silence. I am love. I am power. I am imagination. We immerse ourselves in the overall felt sense of the moment, this holy moment. We imagine a source of light filling us, expanding throughout our entire being, through our organs and cell tissue and into the subtle pathways of our inner body. All are filled with this golden light of divinity. Pause. Allow yourself to rest deeply in this spacious atmosphere of divinity, listening, feeling, sensing, opening. The higher powers are within us, as us. Please repeat each affirmation. I am understanding. I am will. I am order. This radical divinity is witnessing and, in essence, living us and all beings and all events, alive in every desire and action. The 12 powers are not our individual powers, but flow through us, as God in action, as we open to the divinity within. Allow yourself to rest deeply in this spacious atmosphere of presence, listening, feeling, sensing, opening. Short pause. Please repeat these affirmations and hold each one in the silence. I am zeal. I am elimination. I am life. Thank you for joining me in this time of mindfulness and meditation, aware of the power of each one of us to contribute to the well-being and health of all life, and for keeping our minds and hearts focused on contributing only good to the global experience. The 12 powers expressing through your own divinity are the guide and motivator of all healing on earth. Please join me in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Now you will see I'm in another part of our renovated spiritual center, our prayer alcove. I would like to make some time for us to give thanks for the blessings and the gifts that we have received this past week, and also to acknowledge the ways that we have given in the past week. So I'd like you to bring some blessing in your mind right now as we go into our closing prayer. Prayer links us heart to heart and soul to soul, imbuing us with the energy of divine love. We take a moment now to center ourselves in this awareness, grateful for our oneness in spirit. We enter into a consciousness of the one love, opening the way for blessings to unfold in our lives and in the world. We acknowledge infinite source that prospers and blesses us in every way. With grateful hearts, we give thanks for the abundant provision of every need of body, mind, and soul. And we remember that our good comes to us through many channels, some expected and some a delightful surprise. We bless the good we circulate today. We joyfully cooperate with the divine flow of abundance. We are open and receptive to the work of Spirit, calling into expression and uplifting spiritual qualities that empower abundant and meaningful living. We pray with faith and confidence, acknowledging that through prayer, we support others in realizing and expressing their divine potential for healthy, prosperous, and meaningful lives. For the perfect answers to our prayers and the faith we share, we say thank you and amen. Please join me in the prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. We are the light. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love. The power of God protects us. We are the power. The presence of God watches over us. We are the presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. See you next week.